So what's the story with End of Days? What's going on with that?
You asked at a good time because we just had a big meeting at the Marvel offices Friday. Me and Brian Bendis and Klaus Janson all met. There's a brand new editor on it, and so we all met together with the new editor, and we had like a super meeting just like to map everything out. Like Klaus Janson and Bill Sienkiewicz have been doing a lot of work on it. We just sort of need to like map out the schedule and figure out exactly when they're shipping and what the rhythm of it is, and just touch base with the new editor, like what we were all on the same page about, what's going on. So it's actually a very, very cool meeting. It's a very fun project.
So pretty soon then, hopefully, or?
Yeah, well, I think the solicitations right now are for maybe January or February is what being solicited right now in the current catalog. So it'll probably be a few months after that, probably, until they have the stuff that they use for solicitation. So yeah, maybe like first quarter, early second quarter next year if we're lucky.
Is it a couple issues or one issue or?
It's at least 6 issues. It's probably like 6 to 8 issues. So yeah, we've got like 5 issues written, and I think they're maybe on like the 3rd issue, doing the art and stuff.
Now, is Bill doing all the art, or?
Well, like Brian Bendis and I are co-writing it, and I'm doing some interior art, and Alex Maleev is doing some interior art. But the majority of the interior art is Bill Sienkiewicz and Klaus Janson, but they're doing it in a variety of ways. Like in the story, there's different like sort of eras of Daredevil recalled at moments, and so we'll try to give each one like its own kind of unique art look. In between, Bendis and Maleev and myself and Bill and Klaus, they're all people who have spent like large chunks of their career doing Daredevil. Between the sort of mixture, we can sort of give like several different visual atmospheres of what's come before with Daredevil. So there'll be times where Klaus is penciling it and Bill is inking it. There'll be times where Bill is penciling it and Klaus is inking it. Sometimes Klaus Janson will be doing like all the art himself, and I'll have that sort of like visual era of like when he was doing the art when Miller was writing it, and sometimes Bill will be painting a section all by himself. So it'll have his vibe of when he contributed to it, and there'll be pages that I'm doing and pages that Alex Maleev is doing. It's really fun. It's just like a love letter to the entire Daredevil mythology for us.
Like 2-3 years already since it's been announced, I think.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, it's probably been like 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Goodness. One of the first concerts we first heard about it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what about your kids' books? What's coming up with that?
Oh yeah, my kids' book, The Shy Creatures, is still doing well. I've been asked to do like a sequel to that, so I'm considering doing that. But before I do that, I've got like 5 other kids' books that I've written that each has like a different. I want to do some other like visual approaches to kids' books before I go back to this one. So each of them has like a different artistic style to it. Yeah, some are like all found objects, in the storytelling of the kids' book, and some are a lot of mixed media. It's a really fun project.
What about Kabuki? Anything else with that?
Yeah, I just completed the Kabuki Alchemy series. So I have the hardcover of that out this year. This month, the new paperback of it is coming out at Marvel.
Oh, gee, nice.
I was just in the Marvel offices and just approved like the new paperback for it. It'll be out maybe in like a week or 2, hopefully.
Do you have another volume coming out soon? Or?
I've got other Kabuki stories written, but I decided to sort of like percolate on that and do some other because it's such an immersive process. I spent like 4 years doing that series. In the context of doing other things like in between issues, but it's such a big immersive commitment to do each one.
Oh, they come out amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
And Electric Ant, is that the name of the title?
Electric Ant.
When's that coming out?
It's I'm not sure about the exact month. They're probably going to solicit it very soon, because I talked with the editors there at Marvel, and they were here yesterday as well. It's all coming together. The artist on it, Pascal Lixay, he's got most of the story done. The colorist is here too, and he showed me like the coloring for the first 3 issues of it. Looks amazing.
Because you're doing all the writing, right?
I'm doing all the writing, and I did the cover of the first issue also, which I have here. And also, Paul Pope is doing covers to it also, so we got like Paul Pope's do covers on it. It's a blast to be able to work with all these guys.
Is it 5 or 6 issues too, or
5 issue story?
Can't wait. All right. right, well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
oh, and
pleasure.
What's the website? DavidMackGuide.com?
Yeah, my own site is DavidMack.com, but I never update it at all. So there's a fan site called DavidMackGuide.com, and it's way better than my site, and he updates it like every day, just about. And I go there to find out about my stuff. Shipping dates, signing appearances, all the dates, the numbers, the detailed information. He has it all right there at once. With just about anything I've ever published on there. Stuff I would never show on my own site. You can find everything there.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.